Broadcasting from the basement of La Penta, it's WICR.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Sports Fall Jersey. Joe Archino back here. And the doom and gloom stage happened for FC Barcelona over the weekend, and it seemed like that doom and gloom was continuing to carry over in their Champions League match against Atletico Madrid. And we all know how competitive this rivalry always is. In La Liga, the top-heavy giants of Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid give Barca more problems than anyone else. That's just the way it is. Those teams have the coaching, they have the players that the other teams in that league do not. But in the Champions League, we kind of saw the blueprint of the way these two teams play. And Barcelona, of course, came out on top 2-1, but it always seems like when Barca plays Atletico, and Barca has had a tremendous amount of success against this very good club, but Atletico always comes out of the gate and tries something new to unravel Barcelona's way of doing things. And it does always give Barcelona a lot of problems. Earlier in the season when they played at the Camp Nou in a La Liga fixture, Atletico Madrid, for the first 30 minutes of the match, gave Barca massive problems, really tried to play them physical. Luis Felipe got kicked out of that game with a red card for his reckless challenge on Messi, but they tried to play them physically, and it worked for 30 minutes, but after that 30 minutes was over, Barcelona adjusted, and they ended up winning that one 2-1. Very similar in this game. Atletico Madrid comes out of the gate. They score the opening goal. Fernando Torres in the 25th minute. He gets sent off with a red card eventually too. And then Barcelona, of course, behind Suarez, finds their 2 goals and wins. And if there's anything you have to say about Luis Suarez, it's that he lives for the big moment. I can't count how many times you look at when Barca has desperately needed someone to muster up some goals, and he's always been there ready to answer, whether it's been in the Champions League last season, whether it's been in a La Liga fixture this season. He has really always been the man to step up. And to me, because of Messi's injury this year and the prolonged time he was out, Suarez has been the player of the year. I mean, I think most of us are in agreement, but Luis Suarez has been, you really can't put a value on how much he has meant to Barcelona. I mean, and we all know how lethal the trident of FC Barcelona is, but Suarez has been the guy all season for them, especially with Messi being out 67 months with that significant injury earlier in the year. Barcelona never faltered because Neymar took his game to another level and because Suarez was there all along as well. And I think you see now in the Champions League, in a match like this, coming off a tough loss to Real Madrid, breaking your 39-match unbeaten streak, those are very tough implications to come into a game of this magnitude, in the competition of this magnitude, against a club that is very good and that always gives you problems. Those are tough adjustments you need to make coming into this game, but they were made. I said on Monday, after the loss to Real Madrid, it might have been something good for Barcelona to keep their eyes on the prize because they still maintain that 7-point lead over Real Madrid in La Liga. And then, in all honesty, they need to continue to keep their eye on the prize because they really hadn't had a moment this season where they weren't on top of their game. All year, they'd just been dismantling everybody. I mean, again, the case is in the point. 39 matches unbeaten across all competitions. That's all you need to know about how dominant Barca has been through this season. But they lose that crusher to Real Madrid in El Clasico, the match that matters more than any other one. And while you never, ever can sit well with that, I think to a point that helps them stay focused for the final push. Because, again, Atletico Madrid always gives them problems. This is going to be a very difficult another fixture they're going to have to play against them. But they got out of this one. They got the 2-1 win, and I think more than anything, Atletico Madrid is just at some point, they've been so demoralized by Barcelona these last few seasons because they just continually, the story of these matches when they play each other is that Atletico jumps out early, they give Barca problems, Barca adjusts, and they find a way to win. That has been the way these two teams have played each other. It's the way this rivalry always seems to go, and Barcelona finding a way again. And kind of like the Golden State Warriors in the NBA, I think maybe they looked so invincible for so long, And I think maybe now we don't see them as invincible, but you've still got to hold them as the favorites in all major competitions. I still think their lead in La Liga is too insurmountable. They've already established themselves against Real Madrid, against Atletico Madrid, and they will take care of business against everyone else. The competition where they're still going to face trouble and where there still is a chance for someone else to dethrone them is in the Champions League. Bayern Munich, most people have as the potential team that can do it. But even them with the 1-0 win in the Champions League just the other day, I still think you've got to look at this one like Barcelona's got every chance in the world. And with a win like this to help them get refocused after their really tough loss to Real Madrid, I think you've got to look at this one as a massive positive. And Luis Enrique basically summed it all up in saying that we can challenge anyone. And Barcelona are the ones who set the challenging tempo. It's just the way it is this season. They've been the most consistent club. They've had that one hiccup against Real Madrid. They won really early in the year. Aside from those two, they've been the clear-cut best team, and I think you see it once again. They're starting to find their form, and that loss to Real Madrid, if it did any good, I think it's that it helped them refocus. But until then, Jersey Joe Archino here with the Sports Vault. You can follow me on Twitter at Joe Archino and on Instagram, Jersey_Joe_Archino. And I'll see everybody next time.